Now, I also would like to let a lot of people know, don't believe everything you see and hear. Don't believe everything I say and you see. Um, Being involved in science, I've seen a lot of technology that's not being funded. We see that media is definitely being controlled. They're being controlled by the economic system. Basically, our, stocks and bonds, it's all insider trading. These guys that are CEOs of these companies, and they own their own stock. They also are friends that own the media, and they know that stock rises and falls based on your feeling of what you predict will happen, and they subconsciously motivate you to feel a certain way, which controls stock. So, anybody that's really, really wealthy on Wall Street, they're all involved in insider trading, but they also own the court system. So you can't prove a friendship actual, and you can't prove a conversation that you weren't present, that wasn't tape record, excuse me, that wasn't tape recorded, or but it is all insider trading. They all have conversations that influence each other to create the world you want to perceive. Now, the majority of the globe is believing in a god. I happen to believe in a god. Something created us. There is some form of higher self. But I'm not really necessarily believing every single word in some of these books. But I know there's a driving force that are getting everybody to believe in God, and that God is going to come and save us. I have never done it. I have never found any place in history where God came and saved anybody. It's your higher self listening to you taking responsibility of yourself that tends to save you. There is no God that comes down and just saves the world. It's never ever happened before. But somehow we're going to believe that, oh, Jesus is going to show up and save us all. Jesus didn't save nobody. He did not come and save anybody. He offered information according to our books that we want to believe. So if you end up seeing a Jesus in the sky, trust we have 3D technology. I've seen it myself with my own freaking eyes that they can make a holographic image. This is what they're trying to sell. Like, these are scientists that develop something and then they're trying to sell it. And I've been to some of their seminars where they're trying to sell it, and then they get bought out, because they are selling it to the biggest guy that's going to buy it for them. And so when you see it at the initial stages, you see what the capability is. But if you don't see it, like I don't see it being used of what they were marketing as. And what they were marketing as is this is a new form of good marketing, that you can actually put an image of somebody out on the street that's saying, come into my store. Instead of having a real human being that's standing there saying, come into the store, they can use a holographic image that speaks and talks, and you can see it, and it's going to say the words that you need to hear to manipulate you to go into that store. So that's how they were kind of selling it, is buy it as a good marketing tool, and you can actually put something out there that'll make people influence into buying what it is you want to sell. The guys were actually we seen the technology use film and put it in this technology. And if you see a film that's using this 3D technology, I mean, you feel like you're right into the movie, like inside the movie. It was in a field, and you feel like you're inside the field. It's really pretty wild technology, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. I'm not seeing that level anywhere. But I'm also seeing a lot of videos and people scared of, what are these UFOs? Well, we have holographic technology that is not being unfolded. It is not active in our economic system, so you can see, feel, buy the technology. It's having, and anytime any technology comes out, any scientist that's out there, you have to get a patent. It goes through a government. Our government takes control over what technology gets out. They have the ability to say your patent can't be free energy can't be patented. You know, and who gets it? The armies. Our wars end up using the technology that we create to create a better world. Well, they use it and use it for war. Um, so basically what I think is happening with this UFOs is they're using these holographic images to make you see things in the sky, make you see things down your street. I've talked to so many people that have had experiences with UFOs directly, and they really, really believe something's out there. And yeah, there really is something out there, but it's us. It's one human on the planet that's using technology to fool you into believing something. And yeah, they're doing an awful lot of experiments. Yeah, they are abducting a lot of people. They are making you hallucinate. They are doing operations on you. They are doing a lot of bad shit, but it's not from something out there. It's somebody on this planet doing it to you. So my biggest fear of what they're going to do next is, you know, do a holographic image of God or Jesus, and then Jesus is going to say, hey, do this. And because we all have this strong belief in our Bibles and religion that we're going to follow whatever they're going to say, because holy shit, Jesus showed up. When we really needed God to show up, he showed up. So, I would really like everybody to know that there's so much friggin' technology out there and it's all designed to manipulate and fool you. And don't buy into it. Listen to your higher self. Start getting to know your intuition. Start to see your own actions benefit you. And don't look for somebody else to save you, because somebody's idea of saving you may just end up killing you. And we're seeing a lot of spirals. Pretty interesting about spirals. I put a tape on there. This guy is unfolding a lot about quantum physics. I encourage anybody to go and visit his channel. I've subscribed. As soon as I see some good shit that he's putting out there, I will constantly try and talk and guide you down to his site. But spirals are interesting because on the quantum level, and I talked about the quantum level and the universal level, it's all spinning pieces of information. At the smallest level, it all appears to be hollow, but there's something spinning in there. And what it is information. And now we're starting to see a lot of spinning going around, a lot of visual things that look like spinners. And that's because you are going to be at one with something that spins, because that's what you are. And when you see something that's very in alignment with who you are, whether you know it or not, you're going to be attracted to it. You're going to be motivated by it because it's a reflection of you in some way, shape, or form. So I wouldn't be, too scared. Know that a lot of this technology is going to involve spinning, because everything develops through a spinning. And it may be just a technology that's being in development right now, that they're testing it all out, and the first thing they can do is get it to spin, and they're doing it with the scalar waves and clouds and controlling the weather. It has to have a pattern of development. There's going to be a lot of structure to something that they do, where nature is a non-structure. If you see a cloud, there's not really a structure in it that you can see. It looks like it's just all chaos. But something in technology will be very, very structured, that will unfold something that looks unstructured. But in nature, there is a structure to it. You just can't see it because it's so freaking amazing. You can't really see it. So that's what this spinning is. And our universal world is spinning. And what it is spinning pieces of information. And it's involved with time. And my perception of it is it takes the spinning of information for you to experience the information. And what information are you looking for? You're experiencing a problem and you're looking for the solution. So You're acting as a magnet to attract the information that solves the problem that you want to experience. So on a the global, bigger picture, universal level, the whole planet is looking at solving major problems, and the universe is spinning and attracting the solution that you need to experience. But there's got to be an event horizon. You got to know how to handle it when all that information comes at you. So a little bit of science. Hope it makes some sense. Peace out.